Welcome fellow knights, it's Pixelated Apollo, and we are about to do battle. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and if you're not, well, hopefully this battle replay of 1,000 troops slaughtering each other will improve your evening, which if it does, that's kind of messed up and dark if you think about it. 1,000 human beings suffering for our own amusement. But, you know, this is the medieval time period, so even if they survive this battle, they'll probably just die from dysentery like 2 days later. Unless you're like higher up, like a duke, a count, a king, or prince, you'll probably be captured and ransomed and be treated pretty well. So, good thing we're all knights here, and if you get captured, I'll just ransom you back to the good side. No, I won't. Don't get captured. So this is another online battle of Medieval 2 Total War, a massive 4 versus 4 max number of players in one online battle. And supposedly, from the person who sent in the battle replay, he told me that this is extremely close and really good. So I am so excited to see the outcome of this battle. And the rules for this fight, I think it's high period. So that's really cool that it's not late period. We're not going to see like spams of conquistadors, which is pretty lame. But yeah, high period. I think it's somewhat low funds. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started with the army comps. We'll begin with this side. We have Denmark, commanded by Cad the Great, and he's bringing some Huskarls. He's got the Norse axemen, a couple of them. He's got some mounted chivalric knights, some crossbows, 3 units of them. Here's the general's bodyguard, and also he's got some dismounted chivalric knights. His ally over here is Kachka, and he is bringing some Trebizond archers for his skirmishing capabilities. He's got some Byzantine lancers, and I mean, this is, okay, I totally forgot to mention this, but this is the boys in purple. The boys of any battle with the boys in purple is going to be good. Anyways, moving on to his army, he's got the Varangian Guard, he's got some Byzantine Latincon, he also has some Byzantine infantry. So, very cool. And he also has some mounted Latincon over here, and here's his Cataphractoi, which I think his general is in. No, I guess not. Yeah, it's just a standard unit. And here's a trebuchet. All right, and look at this position here. This is pretty sweet. It's going to get some good shots, hopefully. His next ally, or this next player of this team, we have the Mongols, commanded by Jamie Dodger 25. He's a big Mongol fan. So, he's pretty experienced using them. He's got 4 units of Mongol foot archers. He's got the Mongol infantry, or some Mongol infantry, which is a bow/infantry unit. And then he's got some heavy archers, dismounted heavy archers. And for his cav, he's got some Kongsguard, I think like 3 or 4 units of Kongsguard. He has some Nafatuns in the back for, you know, breaking the morale of the enemy. And he's got a bodyguard. The final player on this team is Russia, that's hiding in the trees here. Russia is commanded by Galta Zero or something, Zoro. He's bringing some peasants. Actually, yeah, just 2 units of peasants. He's got some crossbow militia for a skirmishing force. Here's his general, and a lot of his units are hidden, but I think it's woodsmen. Yeah, lots of woodsmen, some British axemen. So a lot of axes on the battlefield, which is beautiful. And then he's got some Drazina in the back, some heavy cav. Now let's go ahead and look at the other team. I'm really sorry, this is just a lot of players and a lot of different armies. It's going to take a little while, but we're almost done. All right, so we have the Timurids, commanded by Apathy, and he is bringing some dismounted heavy lancers in the front lines. He's bringing some Sabadar militia. He also has some Turkish archers. Very cool, very interesting. And for his cav, he's got the Kongsguard. So Timurids versus Mongols. Very intriguing. And then over here, we have Sicily, commanded by Mighty Archangel. And he's bringing some Pavis crossbows. He's got some dismounted men-at-arms. He went with more of a cheap quantity army rather than quality. He's got some Italian spear militia, some mailed knights. And then over in the center, he's got more Pavis crossbows, some peasants in the front line, more spear militia, more dismounted men-at-arms, actually, some mounted sergeants, general's bodyguard. I think he also has some Muslim archers. This army is huge. It is yeah, here's the Muslim archers. So, very cool. The next army is France, commanded by Z4 Pat At. He's bringing some crossbowmen in the front lines. Very cool. I love the crossbows. He's got some dismounted chivalric knights. And he has some Flemish pikemen. and some mounted chivalric knights and a general's bodyguard over here. In the final army, also he has some mailed knights over here. The final army is Scotland, commanded by Chef Jimmy, and he didn't deploy like this on purpose. It's because his deployment zone was all kinds of messed up. He was like only allowed to deploy on this mountain here or this tiny patch of grass, but he's bringing a very nice Scottish army, some Highland nobles. He's got some border horse, very authentic army. He's got some noble Highland archers and some Gallic-like, I believe. Yes, Gallic-like. So a lot of two-handed units, which might be risky because of the two-handed glitch. But let's go ahead and begin this battle. Finally. Whew. All those armies. That's the downside of a 4v4. But remember, guys, you can always skip the army comp phase. I always add an annotation that you can click. Also, if you forget who's killing who. Oh, artillery fire. Oh, let me get this. Let's see if he can hit anyone. Oh! Taking out a huge chunk of that Chivalric Knights unit. That is a big loss. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying is if you ever forget who's killing who, look at the bottom right. There's like icons of the faction logos. But this battle is going to start off with some Danes charging into some Scots, going after the noble Highland archers, and he's being super aggressive. France is sending over some relief, but Denmark is going to continue to push, and he is slaughtering this Highland archer unit. That is a good use of a light cav. Actually, the Hussars are a heavy cav. My bad. Here we go. French are supporting their Scottish allies. Classic French there. And then he's got some Hussars going over this way. Looks like he's going to try to get the French. But the French are seeing this. They see the charge, and they're going to countercharge their Chivalric Knights right into the Hussars. Very beautiful. Very epic fight so far. Oh, what's this over here? We might have to do some slow motion, guys, because it's getting pretty crazy. So Russia is moving over his forces, and it looks like all the armies are kind of grouping in the center, which is always epic. Always awesome. So yeah, Russia is taking a little bit of harass over here by Sicily, but he's going to be able to form up and properly set up his battle lines. Let's go back to Denmark and Scotland because it's really taken off now. Yes, we've got some Chivalric Knights charging up the hill. They're trying to get Scotland while they're in a bad position, which, you know, it's not really his fault because he had to deploy like that. But this is just a big old cluster over here. Got knights. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. I love seeing the mix of cav and, you know, infantry in one blob of a fight. So the French sending over more mailed knights, trying to take care of the Chivalric Knights here of Denmark. And Denmark is actually getting surrounded now. This was not a good move. He was way too aggressive. And look at this. All of his infantry is clumped up and his flanks are exposed. We've got some border horse flanking around that huge blob. And there goes their general. Denmark is pretty much out of the game as we speak. That is insane. So, oh my god, look at that chain route. That is tragic right there. So, what a very fast battle. Escalated quickly. But the Trebuchet is now getting harassed by some Hussars, and this is like the last unit of Denmark. Oh wait, no, they're on the same team. Derp. Derp. Yeah, see, even I forget who's killing who, and I'm the commentator here, which is pretty bad. Not doing my job well enough. But yeah, these poor soldiers are just trying to run for their lives. Just fight bravely. You're just going to die from dysentery. But actually, you know, capturing soldiers like knights and princes and stuff, that was actually very common in medieval time periods because the ransom was way more important than actually killing them. So over here, it's going with a little bit of a slower fight. You know, they're a little bit more patient. Byzantine Empire doing a great job harassing the French, using this great hill here, the Trebizond archers and the trebuchet here. Looks like this one unit of cav is protecting it. If we see what's going on over on this front, Russia is doing some cycle charges with his Drazina. They are taking some casualties, but they are going to get a good charge there on the Turkish archers. And I think he's going to disengage now. Really good use of that cav, but you got to make sure you keep them alive for late game. You gotta have your cav at all times during the battle. They're just so important. Oh my god, look at the background. Look at that trebuchet come crashing down. Oh, and here we go. Mongolians charging out their cav all over the place. Going after some Pavi's crossbows. The Khan's Guard seeking revenge. Got more cav over here going in. Yeah, Sicily really thinned out his army there. So he's doing a very poor job on protecting his front lines. And it looks like he has some mailed knights trying to slow down the Khan's Guard. There's just arrows flying all over the place. This battle is beautiful. Russian peasants. They're on the battlefield like, what? We have to absorb this charge from the Khan's Guard? No. Tis a peasant life. You're just a fool. You're just a pawn. Alright, so we do have some Khan's Guard facing Mongolian heavy lancers. And now we've got some fire arrows coming over from the Sabadar militia and the Timurids. He's going to run away his Khan's Guard. Nope, he's going to send them back up. We do have a big chain route from the cav of the Timurids, but they are going to return to the fight. Sicily now pushing up his mailed knights, but he is going to run away right before he charges into these crossbow militia. So as of right now, oh man, I really do need to do some slow motion here and there. Oh yes, I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, that's going for those Highland archers. Getting a couple kills, but you know, the trebuchet, it's got great range, but its accuracy is so bad. Alright, so here is what the armies are doing. Scotland is now victorious. Denmark is destroyed. It's pretty much a 4 versus 3 at this point in the battle. France and Scotland getting closer together. And let's see, Sicily holding this part of the battlefield, mostly facing against the Mongols. There's just a lot going on right now. What is this? Some Italian militia charging forward. Very interesting choice there. They're going to get crushed by this Khan's Guard. And I think they're just kind of, you know, sending out their feelers. You know, they're just seeing what the enemy has to offer, how they're going to react to their charges. But yeah, so they may be outnumbered, like Russia and Byzantine Empire and the Mongols, but they certainly have the terrain in their favor. And they're still dealing with the pesky Timurid cav. Oh, this is the bodyguard. This general better not be in this unit. Oh, his general is in this unit. What a waste. Is he breaking? Yes. And the why? Why do people sacrifice their generals like that? I don't get it. So there goes the Timurid general, and that's going to be a huge loss for them. Guys, always be conservative with your general unless there's a very obvious, very obvious opportunity to charge in your general. Just keep him back. His morale is way more important than him getting kills. Whoa, the French are pushing forward. Look at, just look at the battlefield. Look at this point of view here. Oh man, just being a French soldier and just looking up this hill, seeing all the arrows, seeing the trebuchet, coming straight for you. Now he's using fire arrows. Maybe he's trying to break the will of the opponent. Sicily is now pushing forward his Italian spear militia. I think he's trying to take out this Mongol cav. And they're doing an okay job. I mean, as long as they can get into melee with the cav. Like, they're not going to do well against cav charges like this right here. Ugh. They're going to get slaughtered. Whoa, that guy went flying. Poor soul. Yeah, and they break instantly. Oh, here comes more charging over here. The trebuchet kind of focusing his attention over to this side of the battle. Going for the archers. Nothing is protecting the archers except a unit of peasants. And they're going to charge right up this hill. The crossbows are running back, trying to fall back, trying to get some protection from their infantry and their cav. What this battle is great. I love this. Like, it's so out of the ordinary. Like, the formations and the charging of random units, it just feels more authentic of a battle. I hate seeing the very, like, formula almost like battles. Where it's like, okay, charge cav in. Okay, charge infantry in. Okay, protect flanks. Like, this one is just crazy. And it's a hellstorm of fire arrows and trebuchet firing down. The Nafatoons getting ready to throw their pots. Some Sicilian calves still desperately charging in, trying to take out these archers, but their sacrifice will go in vain. The archers are well protected. And here's a bird's eye view of this this crazy chaotic battle. You know, I think it was a bad idea for Scotland to group up with France like that. I think what he should have done is push this way and try to use this hill against the Byzantine Empire. I think he's really like digging himself a hole there. But everyone's using fire arrows, which it may not be the most tactically smart idea, but it's beautiful. Very, very elegant. Elegant. What? It's very crazy looking, very cinematic. Uh-oh, got some Byzantine lancers ready to join the fight. They're thirsty for some blood. They see some archers open for attack. Oh no, those aren't archers. Oh, that's heavy infantry. Oh my god, and the trebuchet getting some kills on the mailed knights. At this point in the battle, whoever has the cav is going to be the stronger army. You must keep your cav alive. Look at this, now he's setting up his mailed knights, and they are getting slaughtered by that archer volley. It's like D-Day charging up this hill. The Khan's Guard able to protect their archers. Oh, and Scotland is committing a lot of Gallic-like axemen to the fight, and France is going to follow his lead. France, a good old ally of Scotland, so he's not going to let the Scots die for nothing. So he's going to charge in. Looks like the Mongols here are a little weak in the infantry department, so maybe that's why they're concentrating so many forces in this middle section of the Mongol defense. But he's got his heavy archers now going into melee. We have the Byzantine Empire repositioning his infantry, trying to quickly reinforce his Mongol ally. Oh, the Nafatoons. Look at a really good position here. Oh my god, look at this battle line. Absolutely stunning. Alright, and then Scotland and the Timurids really pushing on this flank. Russia has pushed back really far up this hill. I don't know how I feel about that because the Mongols are now getting like triple teamed. Here comes the general's bodyguard joining the fight, helping the Mongol general. They're fighting together. Very good teamwork. I love seeing stuff like that. Here comes more Scottish forces, Highland nobles, bringing justice upon the Russian general. He needs to get out of there. There he goes. He's gonna run away, which is really smart. Scotland pushing and pushing. France helping the push. Here we go. We've got the boys in purple holding their ground. That's what we love to see. All right, let's get a bird's eye view of this. Let's actually, you know what? Slow it down a little bit. I promised some slow motion, so we're going to do that. It's a little too slow. It's a little too slow for my liking. Okay, so this is the situation right now. We have the Timurids still holding on to this, or not the Timurids, I'm sorry, the Byzantines still holding on to this position, still firing his trebuchet. They should probably push this Scottish cav to try to take out the trebuchet, maybe go for some archers. We have a massive push for the center. We've got some Flemish pikemen, the Mongols holding strong with their Mongol infantry, and the French chivalric knights trying to penetrate through their lines of defense and get to the skirmishers. The Timurids are now pushing over on the flank, and Scotland also is pushing deep behind enemy lines, facing the Russian reserves. So let's go back to normal speed. Oof. This battle's pretty long, so I don't want to do slow motion too many times, or it's going to be like a marathon match. Nobody wants to watch that. And my poor little voice probably can't handle a battle longer than an hour. But we do have some troops here breaking to the French, and the Mongol general has been slain from the Scottish noblemen. That's two cultures you would never see fighting each other. Here we go. So they're going to continue to push, and the Mongols have been cut through like a hot knife through butter. And yes, that is my go-to phase that I say in almost every battle. But it's a great analogy of, you know, or metaphor of what is going on in this battle. Sicily has a couple units pushed way up here, but they are going to break. Nafatoons are still alive for the Mongols. Varangian Guard get their massive axes doing battle against the Gallic. It's a battle of large men with axes. Oh, come on, Varangians. I love my Scottish, but I love my Varangians a bit more. So, geez, this battle, man, it's mostly concentrating right here. Byzantine forces are beginning to thin out, but they are holding back a lot of elite French troops. Let's go ahead and just get a nice close-up here on the battle line. And what is this? Sicily pushing up their Pavi's crossbows. They're just throwing anything they have into this fight. They're just trying to get as many swords on the enemy. In Scotland, what are we going to do about this, guys? I mean, Scotland's going crazy on this flank. Pretty soon they're going to push through the flank. We've got some Byzantine cav trying to keep back the Scottish cav with the border horse, which shouldn't be too hard. There's the Russian general fighting bravely over here. Uh-oh. Scotland's really pushing over here. Let's get a nice bird's eye view of what's happening. Jeez, this is close. My goodness. Oh, this is not good at all. Sicily and France flanking around the Byzantine Empire. But there's a huge clump of Byzantine forces here. You could probably spread them out a little bit. Hold a little bit larger of, like, you know, of the battle line. Like a larger area of the battle line. Oh, a hammer and anvil from the general's bodyguard of Sicily. Now the Byzantine forces are surrounded. And they're getting hit. The general is getting hit by Trebizond archers. Oh no, the Byzantine are breaking. Oh, that's a sight that makes my heart sad. My heart is sad. I hate seeing the Byzantine break. Oof. Alright, so it's really important that they contain the Scottish over here. What happened to the Russian army? It just seems like they just disappeared. They evaporated from existence. And I don't know, like this battle seems to be going very one-sided. Who died there? Was that the Scottish general? That possibly could have been the Scottish general, but there's a very large Byzantine horse in the way, so I couldn't tell. But the ranging guard is still fighting bravely against the Flemish pikemen. Look at the archers firing point blank up this hill. And let's see. General bodyguard for the French. There's the French general. He's in the fight. The Timurids now pushing. And Scotland claiming this flank for himself. But look at this. The cataphract has now been activated. And it just rips through these Highlanders and causes them to break. Never have they seen such a powerful, mighty cav force, heavily armored like tanks on the battlefield. Is that dramatic enough? That's pretty dramatic. That's a bit too much dramatic. But we've got a general's bodyguard over here. I don't think the general... Oh, yes, the general is in this unit. So he's over here trying to harass the Trebizond archers. And then we've got the Byzantine general over here chasing him down, pursuing the enemy. And I think they are going to get away. Just a little too slow there. And look at the carnage. There is no longer battle lines anymore. It's just troops slaughtering everywhere. And I think the Timurids... Whoa! The Timurids! Look at this massive break. What's going on here? We've got a Russian Drazina just slicing through. That was vicious. Using their battle axes and piercing that armor. Very, very awesome weapon. You know, if I was a soldier and I had to choose between a sword and an axe, I'd probably take an axe. Even though axes are like cheaper and more like available for soldiers. You know, because swords cost more money to make. And here we go, another great charge. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. If you keep your cav alive, they will win the battle for you. It's all about having your cav in late game. Oh, there goes the Russian general, though. An arrow to the back. I think the Timurids took him out. Ooh, jeez. Come on, Byzantine boys. We got some Byzantine infantry holding the line, taking the battle to this French general. And then we've got the cataphract over here, charging into the lines of the Scottish archers. Very good fight. This is down to the wire, guys. Down to the wire. What they need to do is regroup their forces. Form up. Got Trebizonds going after the Trebuchet now. Or the Timurids. The Trebizonds. Oh, the Timurids. Too many T words. Damn it. What is Denmark doing? Did he just leave the game or something? This unit of Cav has been standing here the whole game. Oh no. Trebizond. Oh, the Trebizond. Or the Timur. I keep calling Trebizond. The Timurids are making a great push for this Trebuchet. But there's a lot of Cav left. And this is all you need. You need one healthy unit of Cav. And you can break through so many troops. So many troops. Like, Cav is so OP in this game. It's a little bit broken. Like, to be able to have such little Cav and still win the battle. So what is this? Oh, some Byzantine Cav getting cut down. So what is left for the French alliance? More Byzantine infantry breaking from the fight. So Scotland still has a good amount of Highland archers. The French have a small unit, a small couple units of Flemish pikemen. He still has his general's bodyguard. Let's see, some chivalric knights over there. And the Timurids are going for a great push here. Here comes a charge. Oh no, the Byzantine general dies. Oh, I hate when that happens. That's the risk of charging into spears, but they do break this unit or just full-on slaughter it. So the general is dead. The Byzantine Empire. I called him Emperor. Alright, but we got this lone unit. They're not giving up the fight. Not yet. Oof. Taking out some crossbows, and there we go. Just move on. Kill a unit, move on. That's what I like to see. That's how you win these battles. Here's another unit. Oh, look at this. This one unit of General's Bodyguard are trying to redeem themselves. You know, their general died, so now they must fight. They've got nothing to lose. In fact, they gave an oath to the great general that if he dies on the battlefield, they will all die with him. So they are not breaking. They are going to continue to fight and be chased by this one mailed knight. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to set up some charges, and he's going to try to take out the rest of the infantry. But yeah, it's all down to the Byzantine Empire. So what has he got left? Trebizond archers. Oh, he has some cavalry here. What are these? Latincon. Very cool. The Timurids are left with this amount of troops. Okay, sorry guys, I'm moving the camera around a lot. I'm just trying to get all the action. There's still a long time left in this battle. Like, think about that. Why is there so much time left in this? But yeah, the general's bodyguard desperately trying to get as many kills as possible. But the French cav here, he's gonna have to get rid of this French cav if he wants to win this. All right, so we're gonna do a little double speed here, because it's just one unit of cav running around, and he might pull off something amazing. Oh, they killed that mailed knight there. Way to go, Trebizond archers. So yep, he's reforming his army. The Trebizonds are how many times are you gonna call them Trebizonds, Apollo? The Timurids are forming up their army, and we also have a Russian cav unit chasing down some Highland noble archers. Just trying to get some kills and captures. But let's take a second, look at this battlefield. Look at this. This is insane. Look at the amount of dead troops just scattered everywhere. And so it's down to the French and the Byzantine Empire. Here we go. So he's flanking around with the general's bodyguard and this Latincon unit. The Latincon engaged the general's bodyguard for the French, and now the general's bodyguard kills the French general. And that is really good news, because now his men could easily break even from a charge of Trebizond archers. Uh-oh. This unit's going to go after them, though. Not a great charge, but it's still a pretty decent one. They're going for the Flemish pikemen. Uh-oh. Here he goes. Now is his time to charge. Oh, he's going after the chivalric knights. Takes them out, pretty much. Yeah, they're gone. God, see what I'm saying? Cav charges are so nasty. Oh, and there goes the... Wow. The Sicilian general. Dead. He was like down to a unit of 2 and he died from that fight. He's like, I'll join the battle. Someone farts on him. He's dead. He must have been really depleted, like really hurt, really banged up. So it's down to this one unit from the Byzantine Empire. Will they be able to accomplish this? We're gonna soon find out. We're gonna do double speed here. This is great example of why you should never give up in the fight. If you have cav left over, you should always continue to fight. Never admit defeat until the fat lady is singing. There we go. Byzantine Empire taking out that the lone Sicilian horsemaster there. And now the Timurids are grouping up. He's going to do everything he can to take out those pikemen. That's his biggest concern right there. The Timurids are nothing. He can run those guys down. But he also has to make sure his cav stays well rested. So here we go. Oh, look at that. They're making it really difficult for him. He's got to take out that cav too. If he can take out that French cav. Oh, he's just waiting. Just waiting. Like a predator setting a trap. There we go. He's going to flank around. Go for the Timurids. They're not protected. There we go. And he's going to get out alive. He did take a couple casualties there, but he did take out some Timurids. Come on. This is so ridiculous. This is what I call not giving up. There he goes. He charges in again. And he's down to 2 horsemen. This is redonkulous. 2 horses left for the Byzantine Empire. The Timurids are pretty much out of the fight. They have like 5 men left, and they will do nothing against this cav. I'm not sure how he's going to deal with these pikes here, though. There he goes. That should... Oh, kill the French horsey. Kill him. There we go. They killed him. It's down to 2 horsemen and a handful of infantry. Come on. Come on. Please. Everybody's rooting for the Byzantine Empire. I know it. I just believe. If you're not, then go unsubscribe. No, I'm just kidding. You don't need to unsubscribe. Yeah, the Timurids just need to stay really close to those pikemen, and that's not what he's doing right now. Look at that. Oh, he's trying. Oh my goodness. This is stupid. This is so ridiculous. The battle is coming to a close. I'm so glad I'm fast forwarding this, because this is just... There we go. He's going to go for the Timurids. Come on. Oh, that was your... That was his chance right there. Oh, they killed... No, they didn't kill him. That lone soldier. There we go. Oh, he's down to one horseman. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Oh, come on. There's no way. All the pikes have to do is form like a noob square. It will be the tiniest noob square in Total War history, but that's all he has to do. The Timurids are still in the game. Damn, I thought he was going to be defeated there. And the horseman here is warmed up, so he's not tired. Oh. You almost have to get the pikes when they're moving, you know, when they're not in that pike formation. This is one of the most bizarre... Oh. Come on, kill him. Yes, there he goes. The Timurids are out of the game. The Byzantine Empire able to destroy him. Here we go. He's going for... Oh, let's do slow motion or normal speed. He's just going to leave him in the fight. Oh, come on, break. They're shaken, but not stirred. And they're still fighting. It's down to just one lone Byzantine soldier who's trying to become a hero. They will sing songs. No. Dead. He almost pulled it off. There's like 7 units of pikemen there, or 7, not units, but 7 soldiers of pikemen. Look at the battlefield. Just a beautiful battle where nobody really wins. What a great fight. We almost saw a miracle there, but I will still come up with the song. Someone write a song in the comment section for that lone Byzantine soldier who almost took on the rest of the Timurids and the French. So here we go. This was sent in by Kachka23. He got the most kills, 1,032. We have Russia getting 600. Jamie Dodger actually getting the second most. And Denmark throwing away his army, getting only 279 kills. I liked his aggressive play, but it didn't really pay off. The rest of the armies here are a bit more balanced. Everyone carried their weight. So Chef Jimmy getting 489 kills. I'm surprised he didn't get more. He did get a lot of captures there because he captured a lot of Danes. France getting 392 with 200 prisoners. Sicily getting 514. That's the most kills for him. And the Timurids getting 422. So those are the results, guys. And here is the kills for the Byzantine Empire. Let's see, the General's Bodyguard getting 125 kills. I imagine that they would have gotten more, but 125 is not bad, especially since the unit scaling is on small. So that's going to be the end of today's adventure. I really hope you enjoyed this battle. I had a blast commentating on this one. This is just perfect Medieval 2 example, or the perfect battle replay for an example of why Medieval 2 Total War is so good and is so much fun. This right here, that chaos, that not knowing who's going to win feeling, it's wonderful. So thank you guys so much. I'm sorry there, I was hitting my desk, so I'm getting a little too pumped up. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.